Hello again, viewers, and greetings, fellow space travelers. This is Thorn of Night, and welcome to episode 23 of my Starbound Beta Let's Play series. And today, before I do anything else, I want to warm up the space platform, all of it. It is very unlikely that I will use all of it, but I want to warm it up just so if I do want to go wandering around, it's not going to kill me if I have to stand around in one spot for too long. So in order to do this, I'm going to need some campfires, but first I will need some torches. And if I remember correctly, I needed about 620-ish campfires. So let's see here. I have 74. So I need about 310 minus. I'll just go ahead and make 300. Doesn't hurt to have some extra torches. Alright, now I know I have a bunch of logs, but it takes 5 logs per thing, so I need 3,000 logs. So let's go back to the home planet here. Logs in this? No. Logs in one of these. Alright, so I've got... Oops. That many. And I'll take some spare with me. Why not? Whoa! What happened there? Okay, so I need 620 of these things. Do I have them? Yes, I do. It's a lot of campfires. Alright. So, you leave me alone. So now it's time for the several minute trek up into the sky on foot. I really do wish there was a reasonable means of ascending into the sky. I did fiddle around a little bit with using the Skyrail booster, and basically to go up 2,500 blocks I would need to, by having a booster and then a distance and then a slight incline, it would take me, I think I figured 2.5 times to go around the whole planet just to get up to the level of the platform. So, for right now, I'm going to have to hoof it. There's no easier way to do it, and I also tried doing that. And that's slower. So, can't do that. So, pretty much, I have to just go up on foot. But that's alright. So, in the meantime, I'm going to head up there, and I will start planting some campfires, and then I'll be right back. There is one thing I would like to mention with respect to building things that are evenly spaced, or specifically spaced. The simplest way to go about doing this, that I can find anyway, is First, you count out the space between the items that you want to place. So, for instance, these campfires, the first 2 I laid down, I counted a dozen between them. And then I stood on one and put my mouse so that the icon for the next campfire is on where the second one is. Then, all you have to do is just leave your mouse in the same position all the time, and just move so that you are lined up with the previous item, and as long as you don't accidentally nudge your mouse, it will have it placed exactly the same spacing as all the rest. It's a little bit of a shortcut for some of the more tedious projects you might want to do, so it's a good thing to keep in mind. And also, so far as I can tell, if you have built a structure like I have here with back walls, bad guys will not spawn inside the structure. Uh, it doesn't count if it's back walls that are there on world generation, but as long as it's stuff that you have placed and it's an enclosed structure, it is not going to allow anything to spawn. And I have wandered around up here a few times just to test the theory, and nothing spawned at all inside this platform. So that is an advantage to building your own stuff and having the back walls put in yourself. Other than just aesthetics, it keeps things out. Just like my house and the little chambers down below, nothing spawns inside of them because I have specifically placed my own back wall to go in there. So, that's pretty much all I wanted to mention, just popped in my head. So I figured I'd go ahead and let you know what I was thinking about. Because, well, when you start doing some repetitive stuff like this, your mind tends to wander. But anyway, I'm going to let you be for a moment, and I will finish laying all these campfires. I have gone through almost 100 of them, but when I'm done, I will be right back, and hopefully I will have decided what my next project is going to be. In the meantime, see you in just a bit. Alright, that task is complete. Now I can go anywhere on the platform, except I guess maybe right here. There we go. And here. Anywhere on the platform, and it is not going to let me freeze to death. I even, before I got too far in, I decided to make a few more campfires just to have them. I've got, I guess, about 80 or so left. 75. That way I just have some for when I start expanding a little bit, because I have one radiator. Where is it? No. No. There, I have one radiator. And that's it. Definitely not enough to go around this place. I'd need a lot of them. Probably 600. But while I was going around, I realized that I had not quite finished putting steel blocks all the way on the upper portion. Somewhere about halfway around the planet, there's a gap of, I don't know, maybe 1,000, 1,500, something like that. So I have to go get more pixels, and while I'm at it, I'll get more sand so I can make some more glass and grab some more other resources and see if there's any other goodies I can grab to bring up here to the space station. So I'm going to head off to another planet, and I'll be looking for some materials, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I finished putting in all of the steel blocks, and I even installed a little door here so these little bird things would stop flying at me while I'm standing here. Where did I put them? Hold on. Ah, there they are. I was really close on how many I needed. I took a relative guess, and that's pretty close, considering that's out of probably 1600 or so. Uh, I also brought up the Skyrail because I have a project in mind. Because to me, nothing says sci-fi space like giant unnecessary spheres, or domes or whatever. So my idea is to see if I can get a dome going right here. I think it would offset the planet in the background quite nicely. But I want it to be... Go away, I forgot to close the door. I want it to be... Oh, let's see here. I guess about 45 in diameter. That would be a nice little... Let's see here. Maybe from here to about here? Either way, I'm going to see if I can get this figured out. I'm going to have to probably do some pixel doodling in Paint, but I am going to go ahead and get started on this because I want to start actually putting stuff up here. I have a whole bunch of stuff in the chest that's just sitting in chests, and that does no good there. So I am going to get to work on that, and after I get the actual dome arch of it done, I am probably going to root through the chests and see what all I want to put in. But either way, I'm going to get started on that, and then when I make a little bit of progress or something comes up, I will let you know. Be right back. Alright, the dome is done, the steel part of it, and this is what I was going for. I wanted to be able to get it all on screen with a little gap on both sides when I hit the control key and moved my mouse to the top. That's how to move the view around without moving yourself. It is limited to you have to still be on the screen. I think I can just barely get my feet off the bottom, maybe. Oh, wow. I can take it up to the point where it's almost just my head. Anyway, and just to recenter it, you hit control again and brings it right back. But anyway, this is not nearly as big as I was expecting it to be. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm going to want something at least twice as big as this, but this is big enough to suit my needs, at least for a sort of entry chamber thing. I am going to want to get a fair amount more of these steel blocks, though. A lot more than 850 pixels will buy me. That's, what, 17? So definitely not enough there. I want to do some back wall stuff with it. Ooh, I could do titanium. No, that wouldn't work. Anyway, I am going to probably want a bigger size circle. I'm thinking about twice this size for what I'm wanting to do with it, but in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and back this all with glass and see where it goes from there. I do at least want to get some of the stuff I've got in those chests out and about so they aren't just occupying a box. But I'm going to get to work on the glass here and then see what I can do about making a bigger sphere. Maybe actually, or a bigger dome. But instead of going with the dome for the bigger one, I'm thinking of actually going sphere and having it center around the platform that I'm walking on here, and also go down below. So instead of being like this, it would go 1, 2, 3, 4. It would go to here, and that is notably bigger. And I'm hoping that it should work. What I'm going to probably do with it is, let's see here, can I get this to work? There, that works. I'm going to try to get it to line up with this and have another one of these domes on the other side of it. Also, I'm considering tossing a mirror image over on this side and just have this area here be a sort of airlock so things can't get in, and have it be a little bit more spruced up than just this platform part. But either way, I'm going to go ahead and finish up at least the glass part on this, see if I can think about something to toss in, and then I need to get a few more pixels so I can make the back walls and the slightly larger sphere than I have access to with the 47 steel blocks I've got left. So I'll be right back, and hopefully we will have some curves on this screen. Talk to you in just a moment. There we go. That's a bit more like it. I even put down the little projector just to sort of set the mood. I was hoping actually to be able to get to face the other direction. Oh, I can! Now, this is an even number of spaces, so I can't get it directly in the center, but that's close enough. But I definitely need to go get a bunch more pixels so I can have some more steel. Again, I know it's been a theme lately, I'm sorry, but I need the steel. So, I'm going to go attack another planet and get a whole bunch more steel. At least this time I won't have to go around the whole planet anymore. And then I think I've got a 101 diameter sphere, or circle rather, laid out. And I'm going to see what I can do about getting that puppy installed. Starting right about... Actually, I could just go... right here. Have it come down... Right... Come on. There. And then I can just calculate it to continue on down this way and have it actually be a sphere that way. Or I could do one better and... No. I'll figure it out. It might start there. But anyway, I need to go get pixels. I'll be right back. Alright, I figured I'd show you real quick the coordinates of the planet I just went to. It is a threat level 7 planet, so it's not all the way up at the top, but it's a little rough. You do need good armor for it. But it's a pretty small-sized planet. And this is important because I want you to see all the stuff that I got just from the surface and some very surface caves. First off, over 18,500 pixels just from killing stuff. That's awesome. But not only were there tons of little dungeons everywhere, including these little fungal pods with the little surface dungeon that has a chest in it, but there was a one of those giant avian temples, and I was able to get some data screens and whatnot from that. But look at all of the loot, the ores that I got out of this. I believe that's all of it there. Oh, I got a couple diamonds from a chest, but that doesn't count. That's not the ores. Oh yeah, and the diamond ore there. All of this just from the surface, as well as a ton of surface sand. So, the reason why I'm bringing this up is so if you want to visit it, you have the coordinates, and they are down here, the X and Y. You can see that there. And the name is X Eta Sigma Majoris VA, which is part of their naming convention. It's the fifth planet out, and it's the first moon of that planet, so VA. So that's what that is, or what the coordinates are for that planet. Uh, Very lucrative. Anyway, I'm going to go process this stuff that I just got, make a bunch of steel blocks, and then go back up to the platform and see how far I can get with my endeavor here before I wrap things up. So I'll talk to you in just a bit. Okay, so the domes are finished. Well, the middle part's going to turn into a circle and extend underneath, but the upper part, the domes themselves, are done. Now, you may notice I have these campfires surrounded by dirt. That is because apparently rain can come in. Let's see here. There we go. Alright, these corners where it's just the corner touching, sometimes a raindrop, and you can see down here, will come through and wreak havoc on everything underneath. I've also learned that if you make a little small area underneath an area where rain does the large drops that skitter across the floor, you can actually collect the water. And I must presume that if there's enough of it, I could swim in it, but obviously there isn't yet. So I'm going to see if I can get some water collection going down on the planet's surface. But that's going to be for a future project. In order to prevent the rain from washing out all these campfires, what I'm going to do is put a force field around the external corners of the whole structure. And by force field, of course, I mean glass, because, well, there isn't really anything clear other than glass that I can use for this purpose. So that's what I'm going to end up doing, and if I can manage to find something that's clear and transparent and perhaps greenish or bluish, then I will switch over to that. Now, as far as the under part of the circle is concerned, I'm just coming up here to continue putting force field while I'm talking. As far as the under part is concerned, I'm just going to make it a mirror image of what I've already got up here. And you guys leave me alone. And I'm going to turn the entire area here into a sort of command center type thing. I don't have anything solid in mind as far as appearance, but basically what I'm going to end up doing is going through the stuff that I have gathered and put in the chests, as well as some other stuff that I might still have back at the at home or on the space station, or I mean on the ship or something. Oh, it's cold. But it's not raining, so I can do that. But that's actually going to have to wait for a future episode because I'm going to continue trying to practice getting these episodes a little bit shorter than half an hour. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below. I will do my best to get back to you as quick as I can. If you like this video and you like what I'm doing here, please feel free to give a like. I do appreciate that. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe so you know when my future stuff comes out. But I'm going to do a little bit of off-camera planning and fiddling with some other stuff. So I'm definitely going to have to go ahead and let you guys get back to what else it is you're doing with your day. So thank you once again for watching. This is Thorn of Night, and I will talk to you later.